firefighters who was at Ground Zero at the time 17 years ago. We introduced you to him last hour. He's over here. Come on over here. He's retired San Diego Fire Captain Ron Edrozo. You are here because you are an instructor here now, although you're retired. I can only imagine what you must be thinking and feeling today. Just tell me what's today like for you emotionally?
Well, it's remembrance, just letting these kids know, what these other firefighters and what these police officers and what the military is doing right now to continue this.
Physically, how are you feeling today? I know that there had been a lot of issues with the firefighters there at Ground Zero, having all sorts of respiratory illnesses that have come to light as a result of the toxins there at Ground Zero. How do you feel?
I feel good, and our team took the time to get us some respirators so that we wore them continuously during the evolutions there.
When you talk and you see the students who we will see at 9 o'clock, some of them very young, for them to come to know that you were part of the California Urban Search and Rescue Team that went there to Ground Zero after the 9/11 attacks, what kind of questions do you have, or do you get from them? What kind of a reaction do you get from these young prospective firefighters?
They always ask, what did it look like? And it's hard to explain to them what it looked like. I usually try to tell them like the Grand Canyon was made out of metal, but letting them know the feelings that we had when we got there, the expectations we had, and then, going from a rescue operation to a recovery operation was, we let them know, hey, you got to be able to change, to go with the flow.
And lastly, over the years, if I may ask, how have you been able to deal? I mean, this is your line of work, so you respond to tragedies and these types of events. Right. But with this specific, with 9/11, how were you able to kind of work through it and deal with that? What helped you? We had a good team, and usually firefighters will talk to each other because you've experienced the same thing, so everybody is on the same page talking about it. And there's a lot of things you remember, but you learn to deal with it. As a firefighter, you deal with that stuff. And so we do have counseling, and they did give us counseling when we came back, so that helped a lot. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I know that he also gets together, he was telling me, with his fellow firefighters who went to Ground Zero today. Every year on 9/11, retired Captain Ron meets with those fellow firefighters who were deployed at Ground Zero, and they meet and they have some burgers, and they kind of revisit with each other. So that's all part of the how you get over, or how you deal with that unimaginable trauma, you guys.
Yeah, it is unimaginable. We can only imagine what it would be like, but we thank them for their service. Appreciate them being there this morning.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.